Welcome to Collecting Chaos. This is a short little video about cleaning comics. Yeah, that's what it is. And basically I'm going to go over erasers and how to use them. That's kind of easy. So let's get started. First thing is the type of erasers. I have an art gum eraser I use a white eraser. This is a nylon eraser. It looks dirty, but I'm going to show you something about that too. I use these pencil toppers. They're also a white, and sometimes I'll use these. I keep meaning to go to Staples and getting one of the actual eraser pens that does nothing but an eraser, but I keep, every time I go there I don't bother buying it. So the other thing I use is a piece of cardboard. Now, why would I use a piece of cardboard? Well, that's easy. You see, there's a couple of different ways to clean these. Some people use an emery board. That works really well, but I use a piece of old cardboard. And as you can see, that works really well too. Cleans it fine. Now, where's my brush? My brush went on holiday without me again, and I'm not sure where it is, but I'm not too worried about that. This one, what I do is I crumble it up and I use it to go over the colored portions of a comic. We won't be doing that today. There is another type of eraser. This is a magic eraser. I don't use them. I tried them a few times. The problem I have with these is you got to be super careful or it will take off the gloss. What I do use them for is holding staples on comics that I'm working on. I'm currently working on, as you can tell, I'm currently working on 2 different comics. So let's get started. This is a Daredevil and it needs to be cleaned. So the first thing I'm going to do is take one of my cotton pads and I'm just going to go over it lightly to pick up any surface dirt or dust that happens to be on it. And as you can see, there was some. And sometimes this is all you need to do to a comic. In this case, that's not it at all. It needs a lot more than that. Before you put a comic in a bag and board, even a brand new one that you just buy, do this. You'll be amazed. Sometimes those brand new comics have dirt on them. Next, we're going to start with this letter L here. And I'm going to start with this. This is a white eraser. I'm going to make sure it's nice and clean. I'm going to go over my board with it. And I'm just going to start going over the L. Very lightly. All I want to do is pick up the dirt. Now with these erasers, the only thing I do with them is the white part of the comic, because it will take off the color. Now since I don't have my brush, because it went AWOL on me. AWOL, for those that aren't familiar with the term, means absent without leave. And I'll use this to brush it away. And this can take a long time. You just want to keep going over it. That's all there is to it. Now, if you have a larger white area, let's say like this D here, I would use this bigger one, because it'll get a larger surface area. Again, very little pressure, because if there's any gloss, I don't want to take it off. I just want to take off any surface dirt. And as you can see, it took some off. You can spend 15-20 minutes on it, make it look okay. You can spend days on it and make it look incredible. I'm going to take my time on this because I need to do a lot more than just cleaning it that way. But that's how I use this eraser, and the white one, and even this little one here. This little one is what I would use for stuff like here, the real small areas. And as you can see, or not, it did pick up some dirt. So that's your introduction to erasers, used to clean the white portions on a cover. That's the only thing I really use it for. Like on the back cover where there's a lot of white, that I would definitely use this. Now there is one more thing that I should have showed you that I didn't. I would recommend you wear gloves when you do this. I don't, because my hands are really big, as you can see. I can cover the comic with my hands. And gloves fit so tight that they make my hands sweat. They're really uncomfortable for me. Take a backing board. Put it behind the cover while you're working. Take another backing board. Put it on it so that you can have something to rest your hand on while you're cleaning the cover. And if you aren't going to wear some type of gloves, make sure you wash your hands a lot. In a 1 or 2 hour session where I'm dry cleaning a comic like this, I might wash my hands 15 times. Not because it's dirt, but because my hands do tend to get a little sweaty, and I don't want any chance of those oils getting on the book. So just keep going over it until you're happy with that one section you're working on, and then you move on to the next section. What I like to do is actually block it out. So I might go like this and just work on this one small section. Well, in this case, I would go to the V. So this, I would work on getting all of this area clean before I move to another area. There you go. That's a quick lesson on how to use the erasers to clean your comics. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. This is not going to be a scheduled thing. I'm going to do it whenever I have time. I'll make one of these videos and I'll just post them periodically. I do drop 3 scheduled videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I have a live stream on Thursday evenings. So check out my Patreon page, buy me a cup of coffee if you want to support the channel. Either way is fine. And don't forget, before you handle your comics, cards, collectibles, toys, whatever, make sure you wash your hands. And we'll see you next video. Bye.